What up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be making funfetti cupcakes to send to my husband's job for his birthday. So I am going to be using Nora Cooks. She is on YouTube. I believe she also has an Instagram, most likely, and she has a blog. And I have pretty much used it exactly. I did increase the amount of sprinkles, the amount of vanilla, and I used cake flour instead of all-purpose flour. I think everything else is about the same. So anyways, we have 2.5 cups of cake flour. Here we have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I actually did a little less than half a teaspoon, but it's a half a teaspoon of salt. Then we have here sugar. It is 1.5 cups. Then we have 3/4 cups of canola oil. I used cashew milk. It's 1.5 cups here. Then we have ACV, apple cider vinegar. My camera is shaking. Stop. And the air just came on, so that's why you can see this like ripple. Very needed because it's warming up. I turned the oven on. It's like 80 degrees outside. 2 teaspoons of ACV. This is vanilla. It's supposed to be 1 tablespoon. I did about 1.5. And then this is supposed to be a half a cup of rainbow sprinkles. I did a rounded half cup. And also, most sprinkles aren't vegan, so just check them. And also, if it matters to you, not all sugar is vegan. Some of it is ground down with bone char, but to my knowledge, Greenwise Publix brand is made in a vegan way. So anyways, we are now going to sift together the flour. Let's move what we're not going to be using. We're going to sift together the flour, the cornstarch, the baking powder, the salt, and the sugar. So basically all dry ingredients. So we're just going to scoop that out of frame. So adding together the flour, cornstarch, baking powder, salt, and the sugar. I'm actually going to whisk the sugar in after. I just want to make sure that there's no lumps in the flour. Okay, going to make a well here and add all of the wet ingredients. So we have our milk. Why does this look like so much milk? It is, we got milk, we got oil, we got vanilla, and we got ACV. And I'm actually going to take it to my stand mixer. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went to my stand mixer. This has been mixed. It might not have even been a whole minute. Let's just say 45 seconds. So I just got it combined. It's still a little lumpy because I have to add the sprinkles. And I don't want to overmix when I add my sprinkles. So we're just gonna gently fold those in. Beautiful. And now we will start to fill our dishes. So I want to do some donuts and some cupcakes. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I have my half cup and my third cup to see how best I can work this out. I would love to get 12 donuts and 12 cupcakes, but I don't know how it's gonna shake out, so I'm just gonna do 6 donuts and then fill all of the cupcakes, and then if I have anything left, I'll come back to the donuts. This really shouldn't take that much batter per hole. Okay, let's hold that there. And come over here. Alright, let's see if we can get these full. I think we can. Okay, so now we're gonna make the buttercream for the frosting. So we're just using powdered sugar, some softened butter, some vanilla, and a little bit of milk. And I don't really measure it because while I'm mixing it, I see how much more sugar or milk I need to add to make the consistency and or quantity that I need to make. So I just whipped it up in the stand mixer. I believe I added more vanilla, milk, and sugar actually, because it wasn't quite enough and then the consistency was off. So anyways, we are going to top them all. So I just put it all in a piping bag, added the sprinkles in there so that there was sprinkles in the cupcakes, in the icing, and then of course I'll put sprinkles on top of the icing. So I usually start doing little swirls and then I just do little dollops because I prefer the dollops, and I usually flatten the tops anyway, so this is just more work than it's worth. And as far as piping tips, I have a bunch of them, but again, I usually just like it to be these organic blobs. So that's what I end up doing in the long run. So yeah, we're just gonna ice these, and then we will do the same to the donut. Just do a simple ring on there, and you can see there's two that look a little worse for wear. That is because there was more sprinkles per capita than cake batter, and that happened because I did not mix up the batter at the end, and all the sprinkles were kind of at the bottom. So anyways, I'm just going to smooth these out. I'll do the same on the cupcakes, I believe, and then just add some sprinkles, and we're good to go with funfetti cupcakes and little miniature donuts. And here they are all done. They went over so well at Preston's office. Of course, everyone was asking if they were vegan. It's always vegan. And y'all, eggs is too expensive, so I hear. So I'm definitely not going out to buy no eggs and no real milk. And then how am I gonna eat it if I make it? No. Anyways, it's always vegan. But yeah, it was very good, very moist. Sorry for those that don't like that word, but great treat. Have a good one. Bye.